Hello everyone, it's Alex, back again with another review for you guys. As you can probably see, we've got a big Green Lantern. This is Sideshow's brand new Green Lantern premium format figure. $500? $450? Something around there, I think. As usual, I've come completely prepared. This is the exclusive version, 1/4 scale premium format, no mixed media whatsoever on this guy. As you probably know, they did release a previous Green Lantern, which was fantastic in my opinion. Just the pose didn't kind of work with Batman, Wonder Woman and Superman, and after that Aquaman. So Sideshow said, hey, let's do it again. Going for more of a classic look on this one, which we'll go over the good and bad on that. But we're going to start at the base. Now, this is the main thing about this statue. By the way, this is the exclusive version. Did I say that? I don't know. I think the exclusive was 1,500. I don't know about the reg, probably about 2,000. How Sideshow's going, you know, that's the usual thing now. So the base, let's talk about the base first. When this was first shown, it was like a solid day glow puke green. It was fucking shocking, to be honest. I mean, all this part and the stairs. It's a hell of a lot better now. They had one of the guys, Igo, who works for Sideshow, did say they were making changes to the base, and they have. It's more of a clear resin now with a darker shade of green, lots more colours running through it, yellows, different shades of green, and it looks a hell of a lot better. Some clear resin here and there. Now let's talk about this base a little bit more. It does look better than it did before, trust me. I don't know how it's coming across on camera. It looks kind of day glow green, which it is really. You know, it's definitely a different green than this costume. It works with like Aquaman. Aquaman's got a huge round base. This has got a huge round base. It really works really well with Aquaman. The only problem I've got with the base is this is what they've gone for. These lanterns turning into steps. And then obviously this piece here, which does come out on a very strong magnet. It's supposed to be forming the next step. Now, Green Lantern, one of my favourite characters, should state, from the DC universe. Oh my god, that damn advert again. As you can probably tell, I filmed this review and Killer Bee back to back, and that was still running in the background. Speakers muted, sorted. Anyway, Green Lantern, one of my favourite characters in the DC universe. And, you know, Haljordan, well, not the most imaginative, has been pointed out by most. I just think they could have come up with a better base concept in general. Just let me readjust here. Yeah, you know, you've got a guy who's got a ring. Whatever he imagines, whatever he wills it to be, it becomes. And they kind of do steps. You know, I don't know if like a power battery solid base would have been nicer, or, you know, the Aquaman one is so perfect, you know, for a museum type. You know, it's like rock and you've got the octopus carved in it and all the barnacles and the waves splashing up behind it. So fitting. The Batman with the gargoyle, the Wonder Woman with the Roman Colosseum, pillar. What do they call it? Yeah, pillars. Call it a pillar? Yeah, we'll call it a pillar. It's not a pillar. What's it called? Pillar. You know, and the sword and the helmet on it, all perfectly. Now, obviously, this is supposed to be like I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's definitely not a power battery. It's just like a thing that they've gone for, and then obviously the energy pouring out of it is, maybe it's supposed to be the top of the ring. No, it's not, Alex, what are you talking about? But, you know, I just think they could have come up with something a bit more imaginative for its base. Now, obviously, it's a museum pose, so they can't go nuts. But, you know, the last one was just green bricks with the lantern buried in it. So, you know, and there's no construct with this one either, which would have been nice. We'll go into that in a second. But overall, the base isn't that bad. It matches up really. If you're going for a Justice League setup, it matches up really well. It also matches up really well with Sinestro. Even if Sinestro is designed to go with the first Green Lantern PF, it does really match up with this one really nice. Sinestro's base is tiny compared to this, but it still works quite well. Now let's move up. I'm going to stop there. So they've went for an old school costume, so I would have preferred it if this cut off here, like in the new suit, instead of going for like the diaper look. The sculpt is fantastic though. The sculpt is really, really well done. I always thought the last one he was way too jacked. You know, he looked fucking, his back was like ridiculous and the arms are a bit weird. This sculpt is much, much better. And the colours on the costume, perfect. You know, there's like a, I wouldn't say pearlescent look, but you know, like here on the trousers it's not just black, there's greys and blues, and here on the chest there's like bronzes in the green. Paintwork's fantastic. We'll do the head while I'm here, because the head does come off. Now, the head is fantastic. Sideshow are using like the translucent resin, so it's got that fantastic. You can see like all the texture to the skin, the pigmentations, and that the mask is done really well. Again, paint's done really well. The hair's done really well. The hair's got like reds, browns, blacks in it. You know, no complaints about the head. The head is probably, you know, really is one of the standout heads that I've seen from Sideshow. Did I review the Punisher? I haven't done the Punisher yet. The Punisher's got one of a great head from Sideshow as well. But this, really, you know, it's a fantastic looking Hal. Now, the lantern. So I'm going to try and pull this off. This is where I am really scared of the statue. Oh, right. So this is exclusive hand. If you, I haven't even got the regular hand to show you. I left it in the box. It's basically that without the lantern in it. So this is the lantern. As you can see, this is really free. I'm going to show you how this comes out. That's really easy. There we go. So these bits just literally pull out. This one's really stuck in. There we go. So that's what you get. It's a solid piece of metal, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a fan of how it clips into the lantern. The lantern's actually kind of nicely painted. It's plastic, which I can understand because it needs to be light. You know, you don't want something heavy, especially on that fucking thin wire. And this is how when you get the lantern. So, is it this side? We've got a switch in there, so that just goes on. You turn it and the light comes on. Now you're probably thinking, has the light come on? Let's do that again, under cover of darkness. It's a really, really crappy light up. Don't go into this thinking, I mean, that's, you know, I've shown you some fantastic light ups on here and my camera's quite good at picking them up. But it's really dull. It's really dull. There it is with a bit of light. And there it is at full light. You can't really, I'll turn it off. It's really bad. Now I'm going to just do this. I'll try and do it in front of the camera. So that bit comes off. This part comes off. And then to access the battery, you have to crack this open. You see, it's parting there. Oh, you can't see. Try that again. So you have to work your fingers along, which you can scratch paint and all that. Luckily, once the battery's in, it does come with the battery installed, don't get me wrong. I can't remember, but to change the battery, this is what you're supposed to have done. I actually think I had to do this because it had like a tab in it that I had to pull. Just let me take this off camera and see if I can get this open for you guys. Oh, here we go. So you get it that far, and we've got that there. that there. So we've got a floating LED here, which goes into that side, which lights up that side of the lamp, and then there's one on the other side. There's a switch at the top. So if I just pop this back on, look at the LED is pathetic as it is, without any covering, and that's like one of the worst LEDs. You know, I've got LEDs running in all my cabinets and they're so much brighter. Whether the greens were cheaper, I don't know. And there's your battery at the top there, just a little. You know, it's not going to give off a lot because it's not a powerful battery. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm just going to put this battery back together. I can understand why Sideshow have done this. There's no way of running power through that, you know, through this bit of metal to the battery. But I'm pretty sure they could have got it brighter. They could have done it brighter. I'm pretty sure. I mean, why not put the battery in there? You know, have that as a removable thingy with contacts on, and then when you plonk that bit back on top, that is the battery. I just think to change the battery, not that anyone's going to use this like, because it's fucking pathetic, but to change the battery, to open it all up and run the risk of breaking something, I just think it's kind of dumb. Now don't get me wrong, I think the statue looks 100 times better with this exclusive piece on, so now I've got to try and get that back into these holes. So you kind of, now look, it's back in, look, but it's so it feels like I want to squeeze the wire, so it's steady. And then, oh, it's a super strong magnet. It's not going to drop. But it's not the magnet I think is going to drop. I think it's that from the metal bits. It's in, it sits well, but watch when I spin. See that? No, it's not doing it now. It's kind of bottomed out, but it can. And it kind of sits like that, and it looks kind of, oh. Yeah, it's a little bit awkward. You can kind of get it set in a position, but I feel like because of the angle it needs to go like that, but it won't sit like that. It'll probably sit better like that. So from the front, see, it looks fine, you know. But what a fucking piece of shit. Now, visually, it looks fine. And, you know, I don't mind them using plastic. You know, I'm one of those guys who, like, I don't give a fuck about the weight of the statue. I don't give a fuck about, you know, if it's heavy or if I'm getting money's worth. The only thing I care about is how good it looks on my shelf. And, you know, plastic and PVCs, you can get much better, finer details out of them. And usually the paintwork's 100 times better than it was on polystone. You only have to look at stuff like Hot Toys for things like, for that proof, you know. But it's just the construction of it. I don't know if I'd prefer, you know, if the side panels came off or that broke away from the hand in the middle or anything, you know, just even if the hand was like that and the lantern just placed in it, I don't know, anything just would have been a bit better. And, you know, I think that's the way that they had to do it, you know, and they did put up instructions for it online and a few other things, so I was well aware of it before it came. But I just think it's a pain in the bum. Luckily, like I say, the light up is so fucking terrible, you don't even have to ever worry about changing that battery. You can take it out and fuck it, you know, and then just place it on the statue. And like I say, the statue, it makes a statue. I think the exclusive is the way to go. And I hate to say, exclusive will fail. And it's not a fail without the exclusive. It's a fantastic statue. You'll still get that amazing head sculpt and this amazing body sculpt and the base. But I do think the lantern just adds that extra bit. You know, it's like the Batman exclusive. Batarang doesn't really add much to it. You know, you don't really see it. But it's Batman. He's going to need that Batarang. You know, so I think that Hal without his lantern is a lot worse than Hal with his lantern. Well, let's do a 180. A 180. Hey, fuck 180s. Let's go 360. You know, and like I say, the face and the body sculpt is just bang on. You know, the back is way better than the first one. The first one looks ridiculous. This is, you know, Hal's looking in shape. You can see my lantern is slightly. Just touch him. Oh, fucking hell. I am going to have to. Once it's set up, I had it set up fine. Maybe I just need to squeeze that wire a bit. Oh, there we go. And like I say, the only. Did that bit come off? Did it? Yes. Yes, we did. Oh my god, these magnets. I've got to say, these are some of the strongest Sideshow magnets I've had in a while. There's the ring. Overspray for show glow, the glow of the ring. Fucking, I don't know why this trans. I remember it was on Great Ultron, and it just doesn't work. Luckily, it's not as bad as it looks on camera. Actually, on the statue, I mean, not actually on camera here, you can hardly fucking see it, which is great. But I don't understand. I really think this would have benefited, and I've had people say it to me who've seen it, from a light up base, B, the light up running through the body and lighting up the ring like they did on the last PF, which was amazingly well done, really well done. The lantern should have been standard, and then that should have switched out for a construct, a light up construct. That should have been exclusive in my opinion. Now, after all this, and you know, the shit about the lamp, the shit about the base, and the shit about the overspray on the ring, I'm still going to say it's a fantastic fucking statue. You know, it's got a fantastic presence. You know, it's about 25 inches, 26 inches tall, and the base looks fantastic. As an overall statue, it looks fantastic. And like I say, next to the others, like Aquaman and Batman and Wonder Woman, you know, that Justice League is, you know, emerging before your face. That's my fingers, by the way. Oh my god, my phone falls off this thing. But there we go. 18 minutes, guys, on Green Lantern. But, you know, it was worth it to get that. Oh my god, stay in! On camera, live rage. There we go. So, you know, like I say, and I do think it's, you know, I don't think we're at the pit, like Daredevil, the Sideshow Daredevil, and the XM Studios one. In between those two, we've got a perfect green Daredevil. In between this premium format and the first premium format, we've got a perfect Green Lantern. Is this perfect? No. Is it a bloody good statue? Yes. Yes, it is. And one that I'm really happy with. Until, you know, I've seen Prime One's new 52 one. The costume looks fantastic. I don't like the green energy coming out of the floor from his ring. It makes no fucking sense. You'd think Green Lantern would be a pretty easy statue to nail, but no one seems to have done it yet. I'll tell you what will be kind of... I don't know if XM are doing everyone, or they're only doing Batman at the minute in Japan. I'd love to see a Japan-style Green Lantern. That'd be ace. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I can't think no one else is doing one, are they? No. So unless Sideshow have another go at him, but I doubt it's after doing two. But we still haven't got fucking Flash. Where's Flash? I don't know. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with him. Really, totally happy with him. And I do think the lantern, even though it is a pile of poop for the light up, you know, the light up side, construction side, it's a bit poopy. Visually, sets the statue off. Fantastic. And like I say, I've got these guys in Detolfs, half a Detolf, Aquaman, Green Lantern, Sinestro, just like brilliant. So there you go, guys. A little rambly, a little ranty, but you know, I think I gave a bit more information about the statue than I usually do. I don't usually break down exclusives, do it? So there we go. Sideshow, Green Lantern, premium format. If you're a Green Lantern fan, go and pick him up. And thanks all for watching. Bye bye, bye bye.